Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashraf al-anbiya wal mursaleen. Continuing our Arabic courses, and we have a summary. Inshallah, it will be available online, the Deen, where they can find it.
From the homepage, there's a link there that says Arabic class, the banner. Just click on that and take you there.
Okay, so on the website of the masjid, on the Arabic course, inshallah you will find this summary available, and we will make all the documents for this course available as well. So this is a summary for the Arabic pronouns. As you see on your summary page, we have first, second, and third person, and this is true for any language. When you speak, this is first person. I can speak as one person, or we can speak in the name of a group. Second person is when I'm talking to someone. Third person is when I'm talking about someone. So these are the pronouns. In the first person, we have ana and nahnu. So for example, I say ana Zayd, ana Muslim, ana Imam, like that. When we talk in group, we say nahnu muslimun, nahnu musallun, nahnu mutawakkilun, nahnu abidun, hamidun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses ana and uses nahnu when he talks about himself. He uses ana when he talks about his unique sifat, and he uses nahnu when he talks about his power. For example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Taha, Inni ana Allah, la ilaha illa ana. But when he talks about his power, he says, Inna nahnu nazzalna dhikra wa inna nahnu lahu lahafidhun. And nahnu here doesn't mean that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is more than one. It's called the majestic plural. In second person, I have anta and anti. Anta, which is the top one, is masculine. So I'm talking to a boy, I say anta. Anta Muhammad, anta tabib, anta mukhlis, anta amil, anta musalli. When I'm talking to a girl, I say anti. I say anti Fatima, anti Muslima, anti musalliya, anti sajida, like that. So the top line is for masculine, and at the bottom it's the feminine. You notice that antuma, which is the pronoun for two people, dual, two people, it doesn't have masculine or feminine, which means that if I'm talking to two brothers or two sisters or a brother and a sister, the pronoun is always going to be what? Antuma. And the example we used last time is from the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Fir'aun is talking to Musa alayhi salam and Harun alayhi salam, قَالَ فَمَنْ رَبُّكُمَا يَا Musa. Who is your Lord? I'm talking to you, both of you, right? Also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the dua of Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. قَالَ قَدْ أُجِيبَتْ دَعْوَتُكُمَا. So if you read the ayah before, it was Hazrat Musa alayhi salam making the dua. But when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about the dua of Musa, he said, your dua, both of you, was accepted. So how do we understand this ayah? The ulama said that Musa alayhi salam was making the dua and Hazrat Harun was saying, Amin. So the ayah mentions only Musa alayhi salam making dua. Then he says, after the second ayah, he says, your dua, both of you, was accepted. So from this ayah, we can come to the conclusion, the hukum, is that it is permissible to make dua in group. Yeah? Somebody is making dua and the rest is making Ameen, and we do this in Jum'ah and other places. Okay, so I'm going through it verbally. Let me start putting it on the board so everybody can, inshallah, review with us. So we are going to start reviewing the pronoun ana. What does ana mean? I. And we said that the Arabic language does not use the helping verb. Not like English. In English you don't say I and that's it. You say I am.
I am.
So this in Arabic could mean I by itself or I am. How do we know? According to the context. So when you read the translation, you're going to find that ana sometimes is translated as I only or as I am. Because Arabic again does not use the helping verb, the auxiliary verb, the verb to be. It doesn't exist in Arabic. So for example, who can give me a sentence involving the pronoun ana? When you talk about yourself, what can you say? Brother Akbar. MashaAllah, ana Akbar. Okay. So you talk about your name. Right? So ana Akbar. That's one thing. Another thing you can talk about what? About your profession, right? For example, the word muhandis means engineer. Muhandis. Or you could describe yourself. Like, for example, ana Muslim. So this is the pronoun ana and it means I. Any questions on this? Okay. So let's move to the second pronoun. I'm going to use the word Muslim for now with all the pronouns to review. So ana Muslim. Now let's talk about the group. The group is talking. What is the pronoun? Nahnu. Right? For the group. Nahnu.
Muslim.
Nahnu. Now nahnu is plural, so I would have to make the word Muslim
Muslimun.
Muslimun. Very good. MashaAllah. So nahnu Muslimun. Muslimun. Nahnu Muslimun. What is the translation of this sentence? I have a pronoun and I have a description. We call it a nominal sentence. What is the translation of Nahnu Muslimun? We, the R is hidden, right? Muslims. Make sense? And this is, explains what I said, that the Arabic language does not use the helping verb. Nahnu, we are Muslims. Nahnu Muslimun. Okay, let's continue. Now, this is the first person. Ana Muslim, Nahnu Muslimun. Let's go to the second person. I'm talking to the person. Second person. We start with the pronoun you. You. What is the pronoun you? Anta. Anta. What is the feminine form of this pronoun? Anti. So anta, the only difference is the Arab. And when I'm talking to a sister, or I'm talking to my daughter, it's anti. So I have what we call the kasra downstairs. Anti. So anta is you for a boy, anti is you for a girl. Now here I'm going to use the masculine form, and with anti I'm going to use the feminine form. So let's do it. Anta Muslim. What does it mean?
I am
You are a Muslim, or you are Muslim. For the sister, I have to add the ta, the closed ta, which is the feminine indication of the adjective. Anti Muslima. Anti Muslima. Anta mu'min. Anti mu'mina. Anta Muslim. Anti Muslima. And so on. So this is the second person singular. Very good. Now let's move to two people. When I'm talking to two people, I could be talking to two brothers, two sisters, or a brother and a sister. I could be talking to my son and my daughter at the same time. So what is the pronoun that we reviewed last time? Antuma. Remember this meme alif ma is an indication of two people. Antuma. In this case, Arabic is one unique language because it has the dual form for two people. So we have singular, one, we have two, and plural starts from three and up in the Arabic language. Of course, I have to conjugate the word Muslim for two. Inshallah, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the means, we can talk about this later. But for now, Antuma Musliman. So the letters alif noon is the indication of two people in the Arabic language. Musliman. Two, you two. For example, Muallim, Mualliman. Mudarris, Mudarrisan. Mu'min, Mu'minan. And so on. So Antuma, you two are Muslims. This is the translation of this sentence. Antuma Musliman. How about if I'm talking to two sisters? The pronoun is the same, but the adjective is not the same. The singular for Muslim, for a lady Muslim is Muslima with a ta. So when I make it dual, I have to keep that ta. So it becomes Antuma Muslimatan. Antuma Muallimatan. Don't worry about this for now, we are just reviewing the pronouns. Okay, so this is for two people in second person. Then we have the plural for boys. What was the pronoun? Antum. Antum. Antum means you are. I'm talking to three and up for boys. Antum. So Muslimun. Muslimun. So I add the waw and the noon to conjugate it for plural. Antum Muslimun. Antum Muallimun. Antum Mu'minun. And A similar word that we use a lot in the ayah karima, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says kuntum khayra ummah. Kuntum, he's talking to the ummah. Kuntum, but this is a verb now. This is the pronoun antum, you are. Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, I wish he have said antum. Because kuntum is a verb, which means that the verb changes. Right now I am teaching, 1 hour later I could be eating, studying, reading. Dhuhr time I'll be what? Praying. So the verb changes. But a nominal sentence with a pronoun does not change. If you are Muhammad, you are going to remain Muhammad. If you are a Muslim, like that. So Hazrat Umar said, I wish that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said antum. Antum means doesn't change. It's a pronoun and the pronoun does not change. But he said kuntum. Kuntum is a verb which means that if we bring the condition, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us the compensation or the promise of that ayah. So antum muslimun. This is the plural for boys. If I have a group of boys or a mixture boys and girls. So this is the masculine second person plural. Let's move to a group of girls. I'm talking to a group of girls. Strictly I have all girls and I'm talking to them. So I say antunna. Antunna. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addresses the wives of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Ya nisa an-nabiyyi lastunna ka ahadim min an-nisa'i in ittaqaytunna. Right? Ya nisa an-nabiyyi man ya'ti minkunna bifahishatin mubayyinah yudha'af laha al-'adhab. Right? So this noon with shadda is an indication that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking to a group of ladies. In the Arabic language, this is the indication. So antunna, we conjugate the adjective as muslimat. It is the word Muslim, and the addition is alif and ta. Antunna muslimat. You are Muslims. I'm talking to a group of ladies. So this would be the last one for the second person. We saw first person ana and nahnu. We saw second person singular for a boy anta, for a girl anti, for two antuma, for a group of boys is antum, for a group of girls is antunna. Antunna. Very good. Now we are going to move to the third person. Third person means I'm talking about someone, I'm referring to someone. He, she, they. And the first pronoun is huwa. What does huwa mean? He. He. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses this a lot in the Quran. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa, or huwa Allah. He is Allah. Huwa. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa. He is Allah. Huwa. So now I'm talking about a brother who is not here. I'm saying that he is a Muslim. So I say huwa Muslim. Huwa Muslim. Huwa Muslim. He is a Muslim. Huwa Talib. He is a student of knowledge. Huwa Muhammad. He is Muhammad. So this is the masculine form. Now what is the feminine form when I'm talking about she is a sister, she is a Muslim, she is Fatima, she is a teacher. The pronoun is Iya. I would like for you to make a note that the pronoun here could be translated as she if we are talking about a person, but as well it could be translated as it in English when I'm talking about somebody who does not have aql, like a thing. Right? So aql, person who has aql, a person. Hiya means she. And if I'm talking about something that is a thing, then the pronoun hiya will be translated as what? As it in English. No, hayya is different. This is with a ha. Hayya ala salah is this.
Oh, the head.
Ha. Hayya, which means come fast.
Okay.
Hayya. Yeah, we are talking about hiya. Yeah. Okay. So for example, from the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, In hiya illa asma'un sammaytumuha antum wa aba'ukum ma anzala Allahu biha min sultan. Certainly it is names that you invented, you and your forefathers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not revealed any authority about it. Allah is talking about the names of the idols. You know, these are Allat, Manat, Al-Uzza that the Arab used to worship. Also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about terms that do not come from His Sharia. Right? So the best accurate terms that we can use in our Sharia and our dealings are the terms from the Quran and the Sunnah. These are the most precise terms. That's why the ulama love to talk about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala using His terms from the Quran and Sunnah. Because that way we will be safe. Yeah, in here they are. But he's talking about now something that doesn't have aql, so it will be translated as it. So please make a note of that. Here now Muslim is masculine, so I have to adjust it to feminine. Hiya Muslima. She is a Muslim. Hiya Fatima. She is Fatima. Hiya Muallima. Hiya Mudarrisa. Hiya Muslima. So this is the pronoun for a girl in third person. Third person means I'm referring to them. Now what comes next? The pronoun for two people. And for two people, it will be huma. So huma means they. I'm talking about they, but how many people? Two. Two people. I could be talking about Muhammad and Ahmad, or Aisha and Khadija, or Muhammad and Khadija, because the dual pronoun, I said it does not have gender. It could be used for boys, two girls, or a boy and girl. So huma, and again I add the alif and nun, musliman. Don't worry about this part, I'm just illustrating. We are concentrating here. Huma musliman. So what is the translation of huma musliman? They, I'm talking about two, are Muslims. Huma mualliman. They, I'm talking about two, are teachers. Mualliman, teachers. And so on and so forth. From the Quran, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. إنهما إن فرعون وهامان وجنودهما كانوا خاطئين. Certainly Fir'aun and Haman and the soldiers of both these two, both of them, them two, were khati'in, involved with khati'ah and sin. Inna Fir'auna wa Hamana, them two, Fir'auna wa Hamana, kanu wa junudahuma, and their soldiers of both of them, kanu khati. So huma, them two. Now we go to the plural, and the plural is hum. What does hum mean? It means they in plural, 3 and up. Now I'm talking about 3 people. Hum. And I have to adjust this to Muslimun. Hum Muslimun. They are Muslims. Hum Arab. Hum min Pakistan. Hum min Al-Hind. Hum min Bangladesh. Hum min America. They are from and the country.
In the print, you repeated same thing. Same thing you repeated here.
Should be home.
Oh yeah, there's a mistake. Yes. It will be the same as this part here.
Right.
Please change it. So the third person is hum for masculine. The next one is hunna. Hunna means they are, for a group of girls. I'm talking about in third person. Hunna Muslimat. So these are the pronouns. How many pronouns do we have in the Arabic language?
12.
We have 12. 2 in the first person, 5 for second person I'm talking to, and 5 for third person I'm referring to. So it goes ana, nahnu, then it goes anta, anti, antuma, antum, antunna. In third person, huwa, hiya, huma, hum, hunna. We use the fingers to indicate. Again, so one person like this, ana, a group is nahnu. This is first person. Second person I'm talking to, anta for a boy, anti for a girl. Then antuma, boys or girls, 2. Then I have a group of boys, antum, a group of girls, antunna. In third person, huwa, hiya, huma, them two, they two. Then hum and hunna. So these are the 12 pronouns in Arabic. 2 for first person, 5 for second person, and 5 for third person. Now let's go and quickly cover the possessive pronouns. When I'm referring something to the pronoun, like for example, my book, my masjid, my pen, like that. And then his book, her book, and we'll take the pronouns one by one. So let's do it quickly. So in the first person, how do I refer something to me? Remember, the pronoun is I, then I don't say I book, I say what? My book. So how do I say my book in Arabic? What we do is we take that word, which is a noun, and we add a ya at the end. So for example, if we take the word masjid, let's take the word masjid. Masjid means a mosque, right? So this is masjid. How do I talk about my masjid? My masjid, of course, means the masjid that I attend, because the masajid are for Allah. وَأَنَّ الْمَسَاجِدَ لِلَّهِ فَلَا تَدْعُوا مَعَ اللَّهِ أَحَدًا. Right? My masjid is masjid D. So you add a ya. So this ya is possessive because now you're talking about my masjid. And notice that the addition in Arabic comes after the noun, not before. So we don't say like English. In English you put it here. My masjid. In Arabic is masjid E. It goes back to me. Qalam, pen. Qalami. Kitab, kitabi, and so on. Hatif, which means phone. Hatifi. Remember that the ya did not connect with the dal because the dal is a non-connecting letter, right? So masjidi means my masjid. How about if the noun ends with a ta, like the word sayyara, which means car? Then when you add the ta, when you add the ya, then the sound of the ta will appear. It will be what? Sayyarati. If my daughter, she is talking about her teacher. Her teacher. So the word teacher for a lady is muallimah. So my daughter will say muallimati. Make sense? Inshallah. So this is the first possessive pronoun. Okay. How about if we are talking about our masjid, the masjid that we come to? Then what is the possessive pronoun? Na. Na. So it becomes masjidu. Masjidu na. So this na talks about us. So remember, ana means I, and the ya will make it possessive to me. So ana masjidi. Nahnu is we. Na will make it possessive to us. Masjidu na. Muallimu na. Imamu na. Nabiyyu na. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahu Rabbu na. Allah is our Lord, our Rabb. Allahu Rabbuna. So this is in first person. Now let's move to second person. Which letter is the indication for possessive in Arabic for second person? It's the letter kaf. The letter kaf. So I'm talking to a brother and I'm telling him, this is your masjid. How do I say it? Masjiduka. Masjiduka. So the kaf is an indication for a second person possessive. Your masjid. Masjiduka. Ilahuka. Ilahuka Allah. Nabiyuka. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Sahibuka. Ahmad. Your friend, your companion is Ahmad. Muallimuka. Mahmud. Your teacher is Mahmud. Like that. So the kaf is in second person. If it is a girl, then the only thing that changes is the i'rab. Instead of masjiduka, it will be masjiduki. Masjiduki, muallimatuki, madrasatuki, kitabuki, qalamuki, and so on and so forth.
So you cannot say anta masjid.
No, if you say anta masjid, you are saying you are a masjid. Yeah. So the possessive is something that we add after the noun, not before the noun. Okay, please remember this. In Arabic, to make possessive is the other way compared to English. English you say my masjid. In Arabic you say masjidi. You start with a noun, then you add masjidi. For a brother you say oh masjiduka. For a sister masjiduki. Your masjid to a girl. Okay, now let's talk to two people at the same time. I'm talking to two brothers, two sisters, or a brother and sister. I'm talking to two people. How does it become? Masjidu kuma. So the kaf will tell me that I'm talking to them in second person, and the mim alif will tell me that I'm talking to who? To two of them. Masjidu kuma. That's why Fir'aun told Hadrat Musa alayhi salam and Harun, he's talking to both of them, he said, قَالَ فَمَنْ رَبُّكُمَا يَا Musa. Who is your Lord? I'm talking to you, both of you. But then he wanted Musa alayhi salam to speak. Fir'aun was a politician.
Politician.
He says, مَنْ رَبُّكُمَا. He's talking to two, then he said, Musa, you answer. Ya Musa. This Fir'aun was not easy. If you read about him, he told Hadrat Musa, أَلَمْ نُرَبِّكَ فِينَا وَلِيدًا. Didn't we raise you up when you were little? وَلَبِثْتَ فِينَا مِنْ عُمُرِكَ سِنِينَ. And you spent so many years with us. We took care of you. So Musa alayhi salam is Nabiullah. He receives revelation. He told him, وَتِلْكَ نِعْمَةٌ تَمُنُّهَا عَلَيَّ أَنْ عَبَّدْتَ بَنِي إِسْرَائِيل. Is this the ni'mah that you are reminding me of, that you made Bani Israel slaves? In other words, if you did not kill the babies and make my people slaves, I would not have come to you in the box. So the reason I came to you in the box and I grew up in your palace is because you killed the babies and you made our people slaves.
Wow.
Yeah, subhanallah. Ajib, answer ajib. But this Fir'aun was not easy at all. It was, مَنْ رَبُّكُمَا. And he said, no, I want Musa to answer. Ya Musa. I'm talking to you both, but I want Musa to answer. Yeah, مَنْ رَبُّكُمَا. Your Rabb, you too. I'm talking to you too. Masjidukuma, kitabukuma, nabiyukuma, rabbukuma, and so on and so forth. So this is for two people. Masjidukuma. What is the translation of this word? Masjidukuma.
Our masjid.
Huh?
Our masjid.
No, not our. I'm talking to them.
Yeah, two.
Huh?
Your masjid.
Your masjid, you too. Because the kaf is an indication that I'm talking to them, and I'm talking to
Two of them.
two of them. So Rabbukuma, your Rabb, you too. Masjidukuma, your masjid, you too. Make sense, inshallah? Okay, let's move on to the next one. Now I'm going to talk to a group of brothers. I'm talking to a group of people. So how do I say your masjid, but I'm talking to three and up? Masjidu kum. So the kaf will make it, I'm talking to them, and the meme is the plural. Masjidu kum. What is the translation? Your masjid, and I'm addressing a group, three people or up. Masjidukum. How about if I'm using the microphone talking to the sisters over there and I'm saying this is your masjid and I'm addressing exclusively a group of sisters? So how does it become? Yeah. So the kaf stays because kaf is the indication of the second person, and to make it a group of ladies, the noon was shadda. Masjidu kunna. Masjid means the house of Allah, the mosque. Kaf means that I'm talking to you in second person, and the noon with shadda brings it to a group of ladies. Masjidu kunna, kitabu kunna, nabiyyu kunna, muallimu kunna, qalamu kunna, and so on and so forth. So now we have finished possessive pronoun in second person. Let's review quickly. In first person, I add a ya. Masjid, masjidi. In a group,
No.
masjid, masjiduna, our masjid. Masjidi, my masjid. Masjiduna, our masjid. Now let's go to second person. The key here is the letter kaf, and then we add to it. So masjiduka, your masjid, to the brother. Masjiduki, your masjid, to a sister. Two of them, masjidu kuma. For a group of boys, Masjidukum. For a group of girls, masjidukunna. Now let's go and finish with the third person possessive. In the third person possessive, I add a ha, just the letter ha. So if I want to say his masjid, masjiduhu. So what is the meaning of the word rabbuhu? His Rabb. What is the meaning of qalamuhu? His pen. Kitabuhu? His book. Very good. So by adding a ha, this makes the noun referring to him. Masjiduhu, muallimuhu, nabiyuhu, rabbuhu. فأما من أوتي كتابه بيمينه, and whosoever was given his book in his right hand. Kitabahu, his book. Right? Masjiduhu, his masjid. Make sense? So the addition is the ha. If I'm referring, yes brother.
His brother.
Akhuhu, his son. Ibnuhu, his wife. Zawjatuhu, his wives, the Prophet's wives. Azwajuhu, it's the ha all the time. Now we are going to talk about a sister, her masjid. So we add ha alif. Instead of just ha, it becomes ha alif. So what is the addition? Masjiduha. So the ha is there, but I needed an alif to distinguish between the masculine and feminine. Masjiduha, kitabuha, qalamuha, abuha, akhuha, zawjuha, ibnuha. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So ha is for masculine singular. Ha alif is for singular feminine. Masjiduha. Very good. Let's move on. Now we are going to talk about what? Two people. The duo. Two people. I'm going to talk about their masjid, but I'm talking about two of them. So ha is the indication of the third person, and then the mim alif will make it what? For two. So masjiduhuma, their masjid. Their masjid, I'm talking about two. It works, as I said, for two brothers, two sisters, or a brother and sister, because the dual, which is two, it doesn't have gender. It's generic. Masjiduhuma, nabiyuhuma, rabbuhuma, kitabuhuma. Kitabuhuma. Okay? Now, how do I make this plural? Hum. Remember, the way to go from 2 to 3 and up, which is the plural, just take the alif out. Right? So, masjiduhum, it's their masjid. I'm talking about 3 and up. Masjiduhum. Masjiduhum, their masjid. Kitabuhum, nabiyuhum, rabbuhum. Qalamuhum, masjiduhum. And the last one is for a group of ladies. The ha will stay because the ha is the indication of the third possessive. Now I just add the noon with shadda Masjiduhunna. Masjiduhunna, their masjid. So we have covered the pronouns and the possessive pronouns in Arabic. As I said, we covered this last class, but we decided to review it once more and make it clearer, inshallah. So let's take just a few examples quickly. I would like, inshallah, to use some examples from the Quran and the Sunnah. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells the person at the last day of judgment, Iqra, what does Iqra mean? Read. Kitabaka. What does it mean? Kitabaka. Iqra kitabaka. Read what?
My book.
Your book. That's what I'm looking for. So kitab is book. The ka means your. It's second person. Remember the kaf is an indication for a second person. So اقرأ كتابك كفى بنفسك your nafs عليك حسيبا كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا. So اقرأ كتابك, read your book. This is your book, your own. Everything you have done is there. When we make the dua, the Quranic dua, رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. What does the word رَبَّنَا mean?
Our Lord.
Our Lord. So the original word is Rabb. We added to it the na, which is possessive to us. Rabbana is our Lord, our Rabb. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana. This word Rabbana and Rabb is very important to include in the dua. Very important. One of the reasons that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts the dua is to include the word Rabb or Rabbana or its derivatives in the dua. Notice the last ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah. It's repeated several times. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا ربنا 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 several times. ربنا. Okay, what else? We studied at the beginning of the course the meaning of the word inna. Who remembers the meaning of inna? Inna. Indeed, or surely, or certainly. Okay, how about when I say innahu?
Are you sure?
Innahu min Sulaiman wa innahu bismillahir rahmanir rahim. The queen of Saba, some Mufassirun says that she was Balqis. She said when she saw the letter of Sulaiman alayhi salam, she said, Innahu min Sulaiman wa innahu bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Let me write it down and we will finish with this inshallah. This is a word that is frequently repeated in the Quran and it includes the possessive pronoun. So the word inna by itself means certainly or surely. But now it is connected to the possessive pronoun, the ha. Innahu.
Indeed he. Surely he is. Surely he is.
Innahu min Sulaiman. Indeed he. Right? Indeed he. But now this will take us back. In the case of English, if I am talking about a person, then the translation certainly he. But if I'm talking about a thing, it will become indeed it. So innahu min Sulaiman. It is, this book is from Sulaiman. Wa innahu, and it says it is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Okay? So if I'm talking about a person, it becomes he. If I'm talking about a thing, it becomes it when it comes to the translation. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for your patience and dedication. Jazakumullahu khairan. وبارك الله فيكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
Thank you, Sheikh.